Hey folks, welcome to part 2 of the how to build a resume. So is your resume broken? Are you having no success into getting that interview? I'm going to go through the most common problems about resumes and why I throw them out. So reason number 1, that initial view. Once I take a look at that resume, I'm going to like it or not like it based on my first opinion. It's almost like taking a look at the car. You don't need to know the details. You can look at the car and you can say, yes, I like this, or no, I don't like it. Remember, I'm going through hundreds of resumes. It's very important that the structure looks really nice. Right away, you're going to win me over, and the chances of this going to the yes pile goes up significantly. Number 2, basic errors. If you guys aren't using spell check, if I open a Word document and I see underlined words or spelling mistakes, it goes into the garbage. Think about it, guys. You're going to be managing my data center. If you're going to be sloppy on a resume to actually sell yourself, you're doing a horrible job. You're not someone I want to actually manage my data center. Make sure you put your due diligence, and this is going to be the work of art that you put out. Number 3, consistency. Guys, you have to make your resume consistent. Don't make it look like it's been written several times. There's going to be past tense, present tense. Make sure you follow a consistent resume. It's going to stick out. It's almost like web design. You want to make this fonts the same size on everything you have. Don't jump between fonts halfway between words. You'll be surprised what I see out there on resumes that I get. If you're going to use periods, make sure you use periods everywhere. Punctuation, all that stuff has to be good. Also, when you're actually reviewing your resume, make sure you do a visual check to see if your indentations and all that stuff is good. If you're going to use past tense, make sure you use past tense in the whole resume. Don't jump between past and present tense. Number 4, putting education near the top. Nothing tells me that you're a student or you're just starting out and have no experience by putting your education way up high. Education should come near the bottom. Your skills that you have on the field should be where you put as number 1. It'll help you right away filter out if you're good or not. Letting me know about your education is probably as important as a check mark at the end of the day. Number 5 is worthiness. Worthiness is something that some people don't mind, some people do mind. For myself, I do mind if it's wordy. And if you think about someone that's going through 200 resumes and they have to read through a lot of text, you're not helping them out. How do you make this easier for someone? Think about that. The other problem about being too wordy is the chances of grammar mistakes or stuff that maybe you read, it sounds fine, but someone else reads and they say something just doesn't sound right. So if you limit the words, it's going to help you in the long run. For senior level execs, VPs, you'll see they actually get more and more concise on their emails and their wording. So if they're reading your resume, doing the final check to see if they want to hire you, it might be better if you speak their language in short form that they're used to. Number 6 is structure, very similar to number 1. What you want to do is make sure you bucket all your skills and job experience and all that good stuff in the proper locations. This is almost like the first point of having that first view. Having a proper structure and organizing your data is very important in an IT career. It shows that you're organized, it shows that you have a good process of doing things, and it tells the person reading it that you've actually spent time organizing it and you're actually very detail oriented. So it's a great thing to do. You don't want to have skills all over the place. Don't make me look through skills and then realize you know how to do something else that wasn't listed in the skills. You have to be very consistent, you have to be very thorough, and make it very organized and structured. Show the hiring manager that you are actually very detail oriented and you have a good process in laying out everything. It shows when you're running his data center that you have those skills inherently. Number 7, relevance. You pass the sniff test. basically that first view, and they like the structure. Everything looks organized. Now they're gonna start reading into the details. This is where relevance makes sense. Now I put a posting out there that requires skills 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your resume does not have any relevance to this job requirement. Your resume goes out in the garbage. So when I say go and create a skeleton of a resume, what you have to do is find the skills from all your information that you created in that step 1 where you listed all your skills, and make sure you're copying and pasting all the ones that are relevant to the job description. You've got to actually do that work to make it relevant. If someone's hiring, for example, the help desk, if you talk about how you actually help people, how you supported machines, how you're customer focused, your resume is gold compared to someone that just says, oh, I've been an infrastructure architect. That's not going to work. So make sure you spend the time, copy your skills onto the resume to make it relevant. So my one bit of advice is you have to put yourself in the company's view. Why would they want to hire you? You have to show that you're able to do what the job is asking for, whether it's through examples that you can convey in your resume, whether it's through soft skills that you can somehow convey in your resume. All that's important. Remember about the risk of hiring the wrong person. You don't want to show them that you're underqualified or that you're going to give them risk for hiring you. How do you get that cleaned out? That's my one bit of advice for you. Think on the hiring manager's point of view and reduce the risk that he'll see in you when he looks through your resume. Okay guys, I hope that helps. I hope it's been valuable. What I want for you is leave your comments, ask me questions. I'll see if I can answer it on a follow-up email. Or hey guys, I hope you found that useful. I want you guys to leave some comments with questions that you have. If you have examples that you just don't know how to do, leave it in the comments. I'll try to get to those. If you subscribe, that'll help me a lot. And on my next video, I'm actually going to go through an actual resume and edit it in front of you in a live editing session, just so you can see what works well, how I would change it and structure it. So I'll see you next time. I'll look for those comments and stay safe.